So normally I'm trying to help other people. Like today, I can use other people's help. Um, I'm having, and I want to know if other people have this issue, those with IBD or particularly Crohn's, is, and I haven't heard about this so much yet, and I brought it up with my GI, and he thinks it's kind of weird, is the methotrexate makes me really sick and it makes me throw up a lot. And I've never had this happen before, but all these muscles right in here, all across my chest and across my deltoids back here, and down my shoulders, even starting in my biceps, from throwing up, it's they feel like I've like torn those muscles, like I pulled a muscle, and it hurts really bad. And if I cough or sneeze, it's excruciating. It feels like the skin is separating, or my first layer of muscles there is separating from whatever they're attached to. It's just not happy. And I'm thinking, and all up the back of my neck as well, because here's what happened yesterday. Just a real quick story. I was at work, and I was driving to an inspection, and I felt that sudden urge to have to throw up. And I hadn't taken my methotrexate yet. This, I think, was happening for my Remicade, which is the thing that the doctor, I think, doesn't understand, is if the Remicade's making me throw up, that doesn't seem normal. So, but anyhow, I felt the overwhelming urge to yak, pulled over on the side of the road, and it's kind of funny. There's this story about how I like to, or used to, like to talk like Kermit the Frog. Except when I start to make the Kermit the Frog voice, I have to really stretch out my neck muscles right here. And one time they cramped up really hard, and I couldn't breathe. And it's happened a couple times. My family calls this my geeker when it locks up. And it's always funny because I'm stretching out my throat muscles to make my vocal cords sound funny, like Kermit the Frog. And so it's always made my family laugh because they think it's funny. Well, yesterday when I was hurling, all these muscles were hurting really bad, and this is like the third day in a row that I've been barfing that hard. But all these muscles locked up, and then they got into my throat. Now it's funny-ish now, but it was scary at the time because when this locks up, I can't breathe. Well, that locked up right smack in the middle of me barfing. And I couldn't breathe at all, and then I couldn't get my neck to loosen up. And that's the part that my family thinks is funny, is because usually it cocks my head off to one side when the muscles really tighten down and spasm. Well, think about having that happen while you're up chucking, and it was yeah, it was scary. I was actually trying to wave down a couple of cars. I don't know what they were going to do for me, but I had vomit in my throat while my throat's cramping. And it was scary. I mean, I was seriously frightened for a couple minutes there, trying to get stuff out and try to get air in, and nothing was going either way. I thought I was going to pass out. So if anybody has any experience with this happening to them after their infusions or their chemo drug, the methotrexate stuff, or mercaptopurine, which is the other cytotoxin that made me really sick, yeah, let me know. I could use some help on this one. And oh, and the other thing is Happy IBD Day. Inflammatory bowel diseases, UC, and Crohn's patients. It's the World International IBD Day, so if you know somebody who suffers from one of these things, go give them a hug, and just let them know you're there for them, because it's super frustrating. I had to take today off of work, and I'm heading right back to bed here in a second, but I had to go out and water my garden, and I'm just, it's just horrific right now, and I'm not really obviously happy, but I don't know what else to do right now. So anyhow, okay, well, thanks. If you have any comments on what I should do to help this, I'm thinking like maybe some ice, or even just, it sounds like something warm would feel good, but I don't know if that's good for me. I think ice would probably be better, which is going to be hard to do, to ice all this. So anyhow, have a good day and have a happy weekend, and wish you all well. Bye.